What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. Guys, I was up waiting on a premiere real early in the morning when I got a message from Brother Keith. I won't mention his last name, but he knows who he is. And he sent me an email that deals with Cardi B. Now, of course, we all know Cardi B. Last year in 2020, her career went into new heights. I believe she was nominated for Woman of the Year from some Billboard, something like that, and that caused a lot of controversy. But really, the song that she put out with Meg Thee Stallion, which is going to go down as probably one of the most celebrated songs amongst women rappers, was a song called WAP. And I believe now you know what WAP means. Okay, and this song represents the sexual liberation of modern women, right? That's why it got so many views, it got so much support. A lot of women really felt that it was an interesting song, and that now women could be more open with what they want, like men are, right? That men should not be the only ones to want what they desire sexually. Women should be able to come out and state that. Now, it's the United States of America. It's a free country. So, they have that right to express themselves, just like men have the same right to do so. But one of the criticisms that many people had, like you had Snoop Dogg, you had CeeLo from Goody Mob, was that, the image of women you're selling short. Because the things that you are displaying, you should not put that out there in this fashion, but that should be saved for your bedroom. And then when those guys were called out, they were called misogynists. Those guys were forced to apologize. And so a lot of guys just stopped talking about WAP, right? Because it was seeming like they were haters and all of that. Well, then hip hop world, and we're not going to actually play the video, but you're seeing the video played in the background. Hip hop world put out a video in which Cardi B was listening to WAP on Instagram, all right? And then her daughter walks into the room. And she's rapping on Instagram Live and all of this. And when the daughter comes in, she cuts off the song. Right? You can see it in the background. The daughter's seeing what's going on. And, she's listening to that. She's turning up. And she's rapping the lyrics. And the baby comes in. Song goes off. And then now you're thinking like, well, Cardi B, why did you turn the song off? Because remember, this is the liberation of women, right? You should be able to express your sexuality. But when the daughter comes in the room, you don't want your daughter listening to that. Why is that? Because see, Cardi B understands the power that this music has on the minds and consciousness of young women. She doesn't want her daughter partaking in that, although she partakes in it. But see, Cardi B doesn't mind if your daughter takes in that. See what we don't know here is when WAP comes on and some mother is twerking to it, every mother isn't gonna take that song off or turn that song off. And then when the daughter starts emulating those behaviors, then all of a sudden you're going to get mad at the kid. You know, all of a sudden, why are you doing this? Why are you doing that? But see, Cardi B understands that, hey, if I play this music, it's going to have an effect on my daughter. My daughter doesn't need to see me out here twerking like this. My daughter doesn't need to see me out here doing this. But what Cardi B has failed to realize was that the cat's out the bag. You have opened up the door for other artists to fall in what you're doing because it's monetizable now. JT and the City Girls. The City Girls, right? You got those ladies. And see, no matter if they see you doing it or not, it's already out there. And what this proves to me is that when you see ladies, young ladies, who are busting it open on Instagram, who are busting it open on OnlyFans, who are wearing revealing things, see, these behaviors are something that is learned. And a lot of times it's learned in the household. Okay? But then at the same time, when people are calling you out, when other women are calling you out, and let's be honest, there were a lot of women who saw WAP and didn't want to say anything because they didn't want to get roasted. But for those who said something, they were hit with hot fire, right? And then for the guys that said something, they were called misogynists and they were called haters. But this is an admission of guilt. But see, here's what happens when you try to have your cake and eat it too. And see, we have too many people trying to do one. You want to get paid off of WAP, but then you don't want your kids listening to it. Let me tell you about the Godfather, right? It's one of my favorite movies. And I'm trying to remember the scene when it first came in. This is Godfather 1, where all the I believe it's the 5 families of New York City are around on the table. And then when one of the guys is talking about how much money they can make selling drugs and how they'll sell the drugs to the blacks, right? Because they're going to lose their souls. And then Don DeVito, he's saying, listen, I understand you want to sell the drugs to the blacks, but if we allow our kids to get into the drug business, they will also be affected. See, you can't get involved in selling drugs and you not get infected in it because our kids are going to fall to it too. But the families, decide to get into it and all of that. And sure enough, Sonny had a problem with drugs. Alcohol. You see, you cannot live a WAP lifestyle and then try to be a mother that a child can respect. Because Cardi B knows that if she's doing that are going to lose respect for her. She might love her, but she's going to lose respect for her. And then what you see around the black community is you have a lot of women out there who don't respect their own moms. We're going to keep it real. Because they seen their moms doing this when it was coming up. You have a lot of sisters out there who grow up seeing the mom dance and stuff like this, having different guys come in and out of the house. And, and then some of them had to move out. See, that's the thing that we don't want to talk about. But see, a lot of sisters go through this. A lot of sisters go through this. And then the thing about it, as a content creator that's putting that content out, see, Cardi B don't understand how many homes that is being ruined. How many young ladies how many 2 and 3 year olds know these lyrics? Because somebody stupid in their family is rapping them to them. You see, that's the issue. But guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. I really appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe with the bell. Check out the first comment pinned at the top. Check out the Black Men Are Perfect t-shirts there in the first comment in the description. And as you know, the buffoonery remains at an all-time high. I'm out.